And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 206. This week's episode is brought to you by the sound clip,
Never go for a retard.
where we talk about the dumbest way to die, the dumbest way to save the environment, the dumbest of dumb world records, and much, much more. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here, coming to you with, what is it, episode 206?
It's literally what I just said.
It is the Waffle Box, the original Waffle Box. It is the best part of Wednesdays because you are accepting no substitutions. None of them. Coming to you all the way from the future home, the Super Bowl 60.
How many weeks away?
19 short weeks
God
away.
damn it, so close.
Okay. You love us because we do this, and we do this because we love you, Mike Fish. How are you doing today?
Well, I was doing fine until you reminded me about the Super Bowl coming up, and then I was like, oh, the Giants aren't going to be fucking part of it. Because they could have won. They could have beat the Cowboys, the suckiest of suckiest, America's team, blah, 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 blah. And they just threw it away in overtime.
Okay.
But at least I was working, so at least I was making money to watch them lose.
There you go. There you go.
Swings
Yes,
and
I had a
roundabouts.
similar incident this weekend with my San Francisco Giants, where we won the first game. That was nice, but then the next two games we got our clocks clean. But at least I got paid to be there.
And it's never bad to have a clean clock.
Yeah. Well, maybe our clock could be a little dusty on this one, but yeah, the Dodgers whooped that ass hard. It's not even funny, dude. Like I don't want to make a joke about it. I kind of want to kick a rock into Los Angeles and just be like, maybe I want to kick the rock in Los Angeles. That is not a good idea, by the way, kids. Don't ever kick the rock, regardless of what city you're in. Anyways, yeah, man, it's tonight. My Golden State Valkyries are in Game 2 of the first round of the playoffs. They didn't have a good Sunday either, Mike Fish. I don't know. I think this. I hate to be pessimistic, but this might be the end of the road for our inaugural season. Hell of a season, though.
It's the first round. I'm not familiar. It's the first round of WNBA playoffs, best of three. Then
It's a best of three, and then I don't know. We'll figure it out in round two. Well, right now, I need to get past round one before I even think about round two. However, I did send out emails to my folks at the Mouse House. It was like, hey, this thing where the game is in San Jose and not San Francisco, that's kind of dumb. But when we come back to San Francisco, you should hire your boy Kush Hayes because he's done the majority of the season. He knows where everything is, and yeah, might be an asset. In fact, I guarantee will be an asset. And they're like, yeah, you gotta go through this step and those stuff. And I was like, motherfucker, I'm already in your fucking server. And then your phone book. I'm getting ahead to the jump, dude. I'm telling you, I'm available. Let's go. And then like,
so basically, you'll be watching tonight's game with crossed fingers, like Daddy needs new shoes. Come on, make it back home.
I definitely plan to be watching tonight's game. It'll be at a bar. Hopefully, there'll be a lot of half-naked women at that bar. To be determined. But
What kind of bar is this, and what is the address?
well, it's we've covered this bar once upon a time on a previous Waffle Box, and that's as far as I'm going to say.
Oh, was
However,
it was it a strip club review?
That's as far as I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
But I do hope the ladies win tonight. I hope we push for a game 3, and then I hope we push to a round 2.
Why not?
Because that would be pretty cool, upsetting the number 1 seed in the league.
Strive to
a
believe.
Cinderella story, if you will.
Oh, you
They
can't
make
play
movies about that
basketball in glass shoes that are too small. That's just a terrible idea.
They make movies about that shit, Mike.
Yeah, this is why they're not winning. Hey,
You're right.
let me
It might be the shoes. Mars Blackman and Nike was right. It might be the shoes.
just some random fucking guy running around the court interrupting the play. Like, does this shoe fit you? Does this shit fit you?
Wouldn't that be marvelous if some dude in a prince's uniform had to chase the girl down with the ball and then put a shoe on her before she could make the shot? By the
Oh,
way, if the shoe don't fit, she can't make that shot.
no. But if it does, she gets an extra point.
She gets 5 points.
Oh, it's a 5 point free throw. Hashtag copyright Wafflebox. Before we get into top stories, let me tell you about this very creepy slash slightly underwhelming story that I have for
Okay.
you.
Oh,
You'll understand in a minute. So,
okay. Yeah, break it down. Break it down.
on, I want to say Saturday,
Okay.
I
Sorry,
was
is a good thing.
driving back
Sorry for fighting.
from somewhere. Anyway,
Okay.
doesn't
Mysterious.
matter where it was. It might have been the beach. It might have been upstate New York. I can't remember. My days merged into one. Anyway, so about 25 minutes from home, I decide, let's order some takeout. Let's make it so that our dinner
Hmm.
arrives when we do. That would be the
Oh, I love
perfect.
that move.
I'm
I
hungry,
fucking love that move.
so I want to pull into my driveway. Food's there. Let's fucking eat, right?
Hmm.
So we do that. And then we work it out perfect where we get inside because that awkward interaction with the Uber Eats slash DoorDash, whatever company you want to use, driver.
Hmm.
So we got inside. Okay, the driver's around 2 minutes away. Perfect. So we're sitting there, and then boom, driver pulls into the driveway, drops off the food.
Hmm.
Fantastic. I walk outside, grab the bag of food, and I say, "Thank you, sir." He gets back into his car. I go into the house. Right. So we divulge in our Thai food.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a Thai food.
You're a citizen of the world, Mike Fish. Go for it.
I don't know why I feel like what's his name? Who's a guy from Pulp Fiction and other he's Christopher Walken. I feel like I like my Thai food. Anyway,
Oh,
doesn't matter. So we chow down.
okay. Okay.
We're taking our time because we're sophisticated. We like to enjoy our food.
Yes,
So we
yes, yes.
eat our
Savor.
food. We have like appetizers, entrees, a couple of drinks.
Okay.
50 minutes passed since we've started our meal, right?
Hmm.
Meal is finished. Now, I appreciate you're now a non-smoker, but I'm pretty sure you have memories from your smoking days. Once you enjoy a good meal, I'm gonna go outside for a cigarette.
Yeah.
I go outside for a cigarette. This cunt is still sitting in the driveway
For the past 50 minutes.
for the fastest engine off, just sitting in his fucking car looking at his phone. And I'm very creeped out slash confused by
As you
this.
should be. As you should be.
So I was like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do in this situation? And so I was like, fuck it. So I just went up to the car, and what
Oh,
made it
laughable.
even weirder, so I tap on the passenger side window. Dunk, dunk, dunk. That's the sound effect. Dunk,
Hmm.
dunk, dunk. He rolls down the back seat window.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So I
Yeah.
lean across and I say, hey, buddy, everything okay? And he says, yeah, why? I was like,
Because you're
well,
fucking, you're in my fucking driveway,
you,
stupid.
you've been kind of just hanging out in my driveway for like an hour. And then he says, oh, sorry. As if he didn't realize, starts his car up and fucking drives off. Like, what's bizarre to me is that I would almost appreciate it more if he said, well, actually, yeah, what my plan was, I was going to sit here until you went to sleep and then I was going to break into your house and murder you. Because then at least him hanging around made sense. The fact
Mm.
that he was like almost surprised, oh shit, I am in your driveway, just confused me so
Well,
much.
Well, no, like you said, you saw him just scrolling on the phone the entire time. Like that thing is a time suck. Pe people literally get distracted. Um, yeah, the last Valkyries game. Sorry, not to name drop, but yeah, like I remember it was the second quarter. There was 4 minutes left. I just looked at Facebook for what felt like 2 seconds, and then I thought we had a timeout. And when we have a timeout, I have to run on the court and make sure the camera guy doesn't trip anybody with the cable. However, it was not
That's
a
your gig.
timeout. It was halftime. Like the first half was just done and over with. And I was like, oh shit. I can't believe that happened. But because I was buried in this stupid thing, again, felt like 2 seconds, way longer.
How many
So
dog videos did you watch?
I watch a kitten videos, sir.
Oh, kitten, that works as well.
Yeah.
I've just been with the algorithm. All I get
Oh,
on my feeds are like, oh, look how adorable this dog looks after he's been rescued, or
the
just
rescued kitty.
funny restaurant videos.
I will get the occasional dog video, I will admit. Um, However, my algorithm this previous week, and I don't mean to fucking divert from your story because I'm sure there's a little more to go into here.
There
Um,
isn't.
I get I get Facebook Reels where this girl, I don't want to give out her name, but she goes by Lex Am I or I am Lex, whatever, two X's in Lex. And
Oh,
what
she's
she
cool.
does is she'll walk up to you and she'll ask you a question kind of aggressively, and you just be like, McDonald's, I don't know where McDonald's is, I'm just waiting for the bus or whatever it is. And she's like, hey, don't fucking talk to me like that. Like she just starts getting in your face, starts saying rude ass shit to you, quasi fucking threatens you. He's like, you want to get cut? And by the way, she's doing this to other it's a black girl. And she's doing this to other black people, and they're not having it. Eventually their fucking patience runs out. And so when they charge after her, she's like, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. People have actually put hands on her, put her in a rear naked choke. Oh, that one was so satisfying. That one video. But I was like, who's ever doing these videos, you're gonna get this woman killed. This is not okay. I don't know why this is a thing. I don't know why this is a trend. Other people are doing it. And no, not okay. You're gonna get fucking shot doing this shit, stupid.
Never go for retard.
It's pretty retarded.
It works with the theme of the show. I like it. I like it. But yeah,
So, anyways,
stop trying to aggravate strangers because the thing about strangers are you don't know who they are. Just leave strangers. Did you ever hear the stranger danger?
mhm,
Just because it's true because it rhymes. Just leave them alone.
yes, I agree 1,000%. But anyways, so you rap on the guy's window. He goes, "Oh, my bad, sorry," and then he just
He just
takes
fucks
off.
off.
And okay, well, the
Never
good
seen him
news is
again.
he fucked off.
Yeah.
That could have got weirder. But
But
yeah,
like I said,
it's
I
also
almost,
weird.
in a weird way, I kind of wish it did get weirder because then at least it would kind of make sense. The weird
It
behavior equaled weird behavior. But this
it would
was
have
just like,
gravity to it for sure, but
I don't know.
no,
Just,
no,
the
no,
fuck?
no. That ended the best way it could have. In fact, if he gave you $5 for the inconvenience, that would have been better.
It would have been better.
Did you
In
tip
fact,
him? I hope you didn't tip him.
I can't remember.
Honest answer. You probably did.
Probably.
You kids in the restaurant business are always taking
Well,
care of each
no,
other.
I definitely did. I don't know how much, but I definitely because I think generally those apps, which is kind of annoying, but it's you tip up front, which is kind of annoying.
Yes.
Like,
I avoid that if all possible. So when they get to the house, they see they're not getting a tip. And when they hand me the bag, I try and hand them at least cash. If they did a good job and they showed up on time. If they ate seven of my fries and were a half hour late, then maybe they don't even get that much. But yeah.
I don't get it because like if you order an Uber car, it
Hmm.
gives you the option to tip afterwards.
Yeah.
But if you order Uber Eats, you have to tip up front.
Hmm. And Uber Eats and the
Donkulous.
DoorDash and all that shit, they have not only do they have all these dumb hidden service fees where you're like, well, why wouldn't you just pay the driver out of any of that. What is that weird mark? But then they have the nerve to go like, oh, not only if you have all these fees and you tip up front, but if you pay an extra $5, we'll make sure we put you ahead of the queue. And it's just like, go fuck yourself.
Dude, I'm ordering a Big Mac. I don't care. That's this point. Just give it to me.
No,
Well,
I
I'm
definitely
pretty sure.
avoid Uber Eats. I avoid DoorDash. The car has to be totaled or in the garage or whatever for me to do the Instacart gimmick. But yeah, I generally am so tired of the gig life and the gig life workers. And by the way, you guys are at home like, hey, what do we do? I was like, well, you're unemployable for starters. That's why you're working for DoorDash, stupid.
Do you know what
Yeah,
annoys me? And I don't. Hey, I'm not gonna knock
I've
it
said
because
stupid five
you
times now.
can't knock that hustle.
Hmm.
But do you know what really fucking annoys me?
What's that, buddy?
Every now and again, I don't know if this happens in California, but it happens here in New Jersey.
Hmm.
Sometimes you order DoorDash slash Uber Eats, and some cunt on a bicycle will pick it up. So what? So I have to wait
Oh.
for fucking Freddie Flintstone to bring my food?
No, no one here is. I don't think anyone here is, at least in San Francisco, is using a bicycle for delivery, but my neighborhood is overwhelmed with motor scooters now
I don't,
from
that's
guys.
fine.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
not actually. It's taking up space. And for every scooter, there's for some reason a Toyota Prius with it. They're also doing the regular Uber gimmick as well. And it's like, I'm not trying to keep a man from making a dollar, but fuck you and all your vehicles, guys. Like,
facts.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Anyway, we've got plenty of stories to get into tonight.
okay.
OMG.
Oh,
Shall we get
Jesus.
into it?
I think we should. We've bored the kids enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to find out what the craziest things going on in the last 7 days on this spherical rock that we call Earth. It's now time for this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
I thought we fired that guy. Bubbles.
No residuals. Anyway, we kick things off in the great state of Texas.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a good drinking game, right? Well,
Sure. Sometimes.
perhaps some games aren't best played whilst intoxicated.
Hmm.
A young man named Aaron Prout, a former member of the Royal Marines, and
Oh.
his friend Sean O'Donnell thought it would be a really good idea to take turns wearing a Kevlar helmet
Oh no.
whilst the other one
I heard about
shoots at
this.
him with a rifle.
Wow. I didn't realize these guys were Royal Marines. I just thought they were just regular dorks from Texas. Oh my goodness.
Aaron
I
Prout's
wonder what
dead
happened.
now. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. And the
Never go for
other guy
retard.
got arrested.
yes, Sean, his buddy, tried to cover his tracks by saying that Aaron shot himself, committed suicide. That's what he tried to
Oh my
say.
God.
But unfortunately, dumb twat, he shared videos of him and Aaron shooting
Of course
each
they
other
did.
with other friends and has since been arrested for murder.
Yeah,
Fucking,
that's how that works.
Like, I
And because you lied about it, now the sentence is even going to be worse. Like you tried to cover it up. Oh my God. What an asshole. You're scared. I get it. You didn't think anything. You had the helmet. That's what the
Yeah,
helmet
but
was for. But also, like,
it's a
duh.
fucking rifle. Like I've never been, and I'd like to think. I don't like stereotypes, but sometimes stereotypes play out in the real world.
They're stereotypes for a reason, usually.
As a British man in his 40s now, I can officially say that.
Hmm. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I have gained some vast experience in the world of alcoholic consumption. Let's just say that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I have been incredibly drunk. I have been so drunk that my brother he found me fast asleep in a public bathroom.
Hilarious.
Like face down, I
Oh
was
no.
using the toilet seat as a pillow. That's how drunk I was. Yes, ew,
Were you
indeed.
vomiting?
No, I don't know if I wasn't, but I just took a nap, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I was. I was very drunk. I could keep going on with these stories, but at no point have I been so drunk where a friend pulls out a fucking rifle. He goes, you know what? You know what would be really good if we shoot each other with this fucking rifle. No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm just gonna take a nap on this toilet seat. That's like, what the fuck? Like, why would you? What? Even if the best, like, because even if it works out well, sure, it's a story to tell, but I would like to think I still have some faith in humanity that if these people then survived this and then said to their friends, guess what we did last night? By the end of the story, all of their friends would be like, fucking idiots. The fuck you do? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm an old fuddy duddy at this point now, in my 40s.
I
Like,
think I think I think it's less you and less of being a fuddy-duddy and more just like, yeah, that's just dumb. Um, I to pile onto the stupidity, and I don't know why this matters to me. And if there's no answer, there's no answer. How far away were they standing from each other?
that,
Because when I heard this story, I thought it was just a handgun.
that's a
I didn't realize it was
rifle.
a
A
rifle, a
fucking
long-range
rifle.
rifle. Neither one is better, by the way, kids. Like, but it just is there a distance in that story or just
There isn't, unfortunately.
okay? Well,
I have a real life comparison. It's not exactly the same to back up my claim. So I'm not going to mention his name because he's not here to protect himself. But I had a friend. I have a friend in the UK. For some fucking reason, he had a stab-proof vest in his house.
sure you did.
To which one night he was like, "Hey, I'm going to put this on. Would you like to try to stab me with a knife?" I said no. I was like, "No, I'm good.
That,
I
that was
no,
probably that was a smart
no.
move.
That's just let's just watch stupid movies. Like that's the way we work, right? Why are we trying to murder each other? Because again, best case scenario, nothing happens. What the fuck is the point?
Hmm.
Let's just get a pinata instead. I don't know.
Pinata would be better.
I would
Watermelons
love to
would be
fucking stab a
better.
pinata. Oh God. Do
Put
you
the
know what?
vest around a watermelon.
Stabbing a watermelon is so satisfying. I don't know what it is, but the texture of the skin, and then I don't know what it. But now I'm gonna sound like a murderer. Anyway, let's move on. R.I.P. Aaron Prout. Next on our list is China. We love a good story from
China.
China. It
China.
We're not going to get into it, but if you've been paying attention to pop culture, shall we say, this week has been a little bit crazy. So, if this past week, this crazy, crazy world has taught us anything, it's that the biggest threat to humanity is toilet paper waste.
Okay.
But thankfully, the totally level headed and rational nation of China, has figured
China.
out the solution. So now, if you go to China, some public bathrooms now require the pooper to scan a QR code
Oh no.
and watch an ad before toilet paper is dispensed. Marvelous.
I mean, as long as I get the toilet paper, but and yes, I'm gonna be sitting there for a minute and a half anyways, or longer. Um, so I guess it's not hurting anything, but come on, man. I'm just trying to take a shit in peace.
Seriously? But
And it's
don't worry
usually
though.
not peaceful.
Don't worry. So if you don't have the time to watch a commercial for a mobile game, that when you eventually download the fucking thing, you find it's actually nothing like the goddamn commercial, which is pretty much 99% of the mobile games these days. You can actually pay the equivalent of 7 cents per square of toilet paper.
Ooh, way to nickel and dime, literally, China. Wow, China.
Like there've been
I
bathrooms
mean,
in the
that's a
UK,
whole
like by
open
train
revenue.
stations, where you have to pay like 50 pence to get into the bathroom.
Yeah. They do that in Amsterdam too.
But like paper
And the
sheet, that's pushing it.
Oh, 7 cents per square.
Per square.
Yeah, that's gross.
Like I'm pretty good. Like
I,
I like to like I get I don't know how you what your technique is. I like to get like 3 squares and then I fold,
hmm
wipe, fold again, wipe. Like I like to, get the most out of my paper.
for sure. Yeah.
Because even though I shop
Reduce
at
and reuse.
Costco, yeah, it's not cheap.
You go through you go through that palette pretty quickly, buddy,
Oh,
especially the way you cook.
yeah, especially way my diet and my alcohol consumption.
hmm Yeah.
Have you
They
ever, speaking of which though, right, real quick,
oh
have
yeah.
you ever, this happened to me the other day. You haven't, where have you ever had a situation where you're like, okay, your stomach's rumbling.
hmm
Uh-oh, I need to poop. Uh-oh, I need to poop. And then you go to the bathroom and you poop, you complete the poop operation, and then you go to wipe and there's
No
nothing
too.
there.
hmm
Like, what the
Yes,
fuck is that?
that is us being in such a rush, we were unable to go like, oh, there's no toilet paper in here. I'll go to the next stall. That's what that is. There's also the custodial staff negging on their duties. And
No, no,
then
no,
what
no,
I end
no,
up
no.
usually
When I
doing
say
is
no,
like,
no, when I say there's nothing there, I'm not talking about no toilet paper. I'm talking about I wipe. I take the toilet
oh,
paper, wipe
oh,
my
the
butthole,
Phantom.
and there's no poop residue.
That 1 in 1 millionth shit. Oh, it's glorious.
It is, but it's like it's
It feels
scary
like
at the
a
same time.
trick too. You're like, my
Yeah, it's like,
butthole's tricking you. What? It's not April Fools. You knock that shit off.
right, did I imagine I just took a shit?
You,
Am I
you look down,
dreaming?
you're like, no, it's right there. It's there. Oh, it's a big boy too. Ooh, like how did that not make a mess?
Yeah,
But
it's
it
bizarre.
there's every now and then I'll get a commercial on YouTube with someone who's advertising some sort of GI product, and apparently if you keep a very specific diet, uh, you can shit every day and not make a stain. I
That
don't
sounds like
believe it,
bullshit.
but
Yeah, that sounds
that's
like bullshit to me.
well, and this guy's reasoning is like, you think animals have to wipe their ass? No, they're eating twigs and berries and da-da. And I was like, well, I'm not eating twigs and berries, man. Like,
No, animals
I might
just
want a
don't
fucking
have the same
hamburger.
etiquette. Like, no
It's
one's
probably
wiping
not a
their
good
ass in the Apple
comparison.
world because so there's no one to judge. Whereas, obviously, if you just start roaming around with your unwiped asshole, eventually people will judge you. It's a different society between us and the bears.
Uncomfortable question, Mike Fish, and this is just between you, me, and the rest of the surf squad here.
Okay.
Have you had to take an outdoor shit yet? Where you couldn't even make it to the public house, or
Outdoor shit.
like maybe you got a bush you can jump into, but like, have you had to take an outdoor shit yet?
I
You would know if this
Yeah, I
shouldn't.
can't say. I mean, I have taken several, like maybe in the four figures at this point in my life, public urination.
Oh, yeah, we're not talking about
But
public
yeah, but
urination. We're
no, I
talking about
don't. I don't.
a
I
public
don't think.
deuce.
I don't think I've ever done a public deuce.
I hope you don't have to. It is awkward, and that is all I'm going to say.
Seriously, that's all you're gonna say?
That's all I'm going to say. It's awkward. It's not fun. It is not fun. And it's not like we were camping. I was like, I was among civilization, and they were like,
Or squatting between two cars?
no. Thankfully, in both occasions, I was able to hide behind a
Both
bush.
occasions?
Oh,
Jesus.
I
Yeah, now you.
showed my
Yeah.
hand there. Oh my.
Mm. Anywho, let's move on, shall we? Before Kush embarrasses himself anymore about his public defecations. Third story is a bankruptcy lawyer. You know, it's a good story when you start with a bankruptcy lawyer. A bankruptcy lawyer from Indiana named Mark Zuckerberg has filed a lawsuit against Mark Zuckerberg, claiming that Mark Zuckerberg has banned him on Facebook and Instagram because Mark Zuckerberg doesn't believe Mark Zuckerberg is really Mark Zuckerberg. On top of that, Mark Zuckerberg claims to receive over 100 emails a day from people who believe he is Mark Zuckerberg.
Never go full retard.
Work that one out.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's that scene from Office Space. Like, why do I have to change my name? He's the one who sucks.
To be fair to...
Are you the Michael Bolton?
Yeah. I would love to be named Michael Bolton.
He's a funny guy. He's actually a very funny guy.
And a
artist,
great
not
goddamn voice.
I bet he does have it. Yeah,
Voice of an angel.
Business.
Are you you're not talking about the musician Michael Bolton or the character?
I'm talking about the musician Michael Bolton. He was a part of a Netflix Valentine's comedy special. And that shit was hilarious.
But no, seriously, check out his music. Oh,
I'm sure I've heard it. You know, you cruise past the classic light rock station every now and then. I'm sure I've heard his music, but yeah, funny fucking dude.
He is a very funny dude. Does some work with the Valentine's Day. Yeah, he does some work with Lonely Island fellas.
Okay. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay.
But to be fair, to play devil's advocate to Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook meta guy, like if your name was like Dave Smith, Steve Jimison, there we go, James Johns, whatever. But yeah, it's like, to be fair, if you was the founder of some crazy social media network and then someone signed up as Kush Hayes, you would be suspicious, right? You're like, fuck this guy. What the fuck is this? The fuck is Kush? I'm Kush Hayes. Like Mark Zuckerberg is a very specific name. I've never ever met another. Just bumping it at a bar, just chatting. You know how you do. You're at a bar, you're chatting to strangers. You know, it's just always fun to talk to strangers at a bar. I've never heard someone go, "Oh, hey, I'm Bill Zuckerberg." Like, I've never heard the name Zuckerberg ever, except for Marky Mark. But I don't know. Normally in the article, it doesn't say how much he's suing him for, but also it's like, oh, boo-hoo, you don't get a Facebook account. Oh, the fuck is 2025. Why are you now signing up to Facebook, loser?
This probably didn't happen in 2025. This probably happened in like 2015 or earlier. But yeah, we're only hearing about it now because it's only finally progressed this far. Yeah. I get Facebook Zuckerberg's POV on this. But at the same time, like, the phone is your friend, dude. Your app is on the phone. You could just give this guy a call. Like, so your name is also Mark Zuckerberg? Wow, that's weird. Maybe we should have lunch. Like,
I tried to do that once. I tried to befriend as many people on Facebook named Mike Fish as possible.
Okay.
Not a single fucker accepted my friend request. Fucking miserable cunts.
That's on them. They're poor form.
Right, I was gonna once enough of them accepted my friend request, I was gonna put us in a group chat and we were gonna have fun. But now they all missed out on that fun because they're fucking losers. Facts.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Finally. Oh, you know how I love a good scientific study.
You do. You are in the laboratory a lot. And then sometimes you just wear that white coat for no reason. I'm just like, what are you doing, man?
Love that shit. But finally, an incredibly groundbreaking study from the MSH Medical Group in Hamburg, Germany, which decided to waste the time of 60 people, has discovered, and I'm glad, Kush, I'm glad you are sitting down, my friend. for this groundbreaking study. Apparently, allegedly, people in loving relationships, on average, hug longer than those are simply in platonic relationships.
Okay.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Like, what?
Never go for retard.
Like, who has wasted their time and like to come up? Like, has someone at some point in Hamburg, Germany, gone up to like a professor, or I don't know how it works in Germany, say, hey, we have done this study on 60 people, and we have found, I mean, it's only 60 people, but we have found that people in relationships tend to hug longer than those that are just friends. We would like to deep dive into this. Deep diver? Deep dive deeper. There we go. We would like to dive deeper into this. Would you like to crowdfund our... Fuck yourself. What the fuck? Like, it's so dumb. Like, some of these, like, it's like, was it last week or the week before where it's like, oh, the people that spent 6 years coming up with some music to make chocolate taste better? Like, what? Who are these people with so much fucking time on their hands?
The better question is not who are these people with the time on their hands, is who are the people that are funding these people's projects? Like, I swear to God, for the amount of money that Red Bull paid to build an entire ski half pipe, a snow half pipe, like, it's 6 fucking figures. Like, I could have done probably 30 shows in a year for that amount of money. And they're just building a half pipe for the sake of building a half pipe so they can make just a music video. Like, hey, look at that. He went up. He goes down, and then he goes back up. Oh, and he goes back down. Oh, and then he's going up again. Oh. By the way, depending on how many pretty women are in this group, I might be a part of that study, just to get some hugs in.
Above the waist, Kush. Keep the
Of
hugs
course.
above the waist.
Yeah. That's how I feel their titties against me.
But but yes, so if you are in a loving relationship, just know that on average your hugs probably last longer than those that are just friends. Just in case you didn't know that. Anyway, we just spoke about a lot of people, Kush. That I think it's safe to say.
I think we covered like all 4 quadrants tonight.
Yep. Several constants, all the things. But I think it's safe to say that none of them actually achieved anything in their life.
No.
Up until now. Because we are now about to talk about someone that has achieved something with their life. Something so amazing that an Irish brewery has given them a certificate and said, no one has done this ever. Asterix, no one has done this ever, and then paid us to come to verify it because we don't get to do this shit for free. We're going to bed for nothing. Anyway, it's now time for this week's Dumb World Record of the Week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
This might be one of the dumbest world records ever, just because this person chose to do this. Like, they came up with the challenge and then was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's a really good idea. So congratulations to Gabriel Wall of New Zealand.
Okay.
Who recently broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest 100-meter barefoot run across a path of Lego bricks.
Oh, fuck.
What?
100 meters of Legos barefoot.
Wow.
That's a long fucking way to go.
Like, we're
Lego.
We're not able to light coals on fire? What
Yeah,
the
I would
fuck?
much rather do the coals than a fucking Lego.
I did a crossover episode between two podcasts that don't even exist anymore. Sweet Science Cinema's Jameel Hemphill and the Kick-Ass Movie Podcast's Len Kabaczynski. And I asked both guys. One is a martial arts master, one is in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. And I went, guys, like, Jameel, I've seen you pick up a man the size of a refrigerator and throw him over the third rope. I've seen you get stomped out by two men and have a mud hole put into you, only to break free and catch the hot tag. Len, I'm just getting ready to know you, but I'm sure you could beat the hell out of any three drunk townies. Gentlemen, the question here is, how many times have you been dropped by one of your daughter's Legos in the morning? They both went like 100% of the time.
Brutal.
Like, I don't remember the last time I stepped on a Lego by accident, dude, or even on purpose. But that shit still is like, it's right there, dude. Like, I remember the sensation in my brain going, I might need a handicap placard now. I don't.
It's like a mouse is stabbing you in the bottom of the foot.
Oh my God. It might be just under getting punched in the balls.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
that
I
delay
would agree
reaction
it's
has
just
to go all the
under.
way.
Just because, like I said, like the ball punch, the problem with the ball punch, like I think legitimately, if we're gonna be honest about this, and
Let's be
we're
honest.
honest, let's be honest about this. I think stepping on Lego barefoot in the short is probably more pound for pound more painful than being punched in the balls. But the problem with the ball punches
That
is,
delay.
is you don't it's the delay. You don't know how painful it's gonna be. It's that fear. Oh my god, is this gonna be really fucking painful? Oh my god, oh, here it comes! Ah!
Ladies, if you don't know what we're talking about, ladies of the Serb Squad, let me tell you something. Like everybody's taking a punch somewhere, okay? Like that, okay? Like just that alone. That I felt that immediately. However, when you take any kind of minor hit, okay? And by the way, I have a very funny story that I'm going to share maybe in a minute here. But if someone punches you in the ball, one, you feel that, but then there's this extra sensation. And it goes from your pelvis all the way up your spine, past your neck. Then it finally records into your brain, and then you come across you become nauseous,
Yeah,
and you have to drop.
it does the
Like,
full
you just
loop.
like
It goes from
it's
your balls all the way up to your brain and then back around to your stomach where you're like, oh, this hurts. Oh, now I'm gonna be sick.
and it takes like maybe it's the longest 10 seconds
Oh,
of a man's life.
it's the unknowing. That's the thing. Like sometimes you like get swiped and you're like, wait, oh, did they hit the balls? Did they hit the balls? I don't know. I don't know. Oh fuck yeah, it is. Oh shit.
Oh my God, dude. So I got a little overzealous one night working one of the NBA finals. Um, It was the end of the night. The game had, we weren't even near the game. We were just doing setup. And again, end of the night. And they're like, Kush, take this tarp and cover all these boxes so nothing gets wet at night. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I do that. And then, pro wrestling guy. Meant to do a DX chop. However, I hit with the
Oh,
flying V. And these
you
these pinkies right here, Mike Fish, they just brushed past the western and eastern hemisphere. Like
you
I
balls
barely
yourself.
made contact. Barely made contact with myself. And all of a sudden now I'm reenacting the final scene from Kill Bill, where like each step I take closer, like it's harder to breathe. And then I just died. I looked over at my PA and I said, "How's my hair?" And then I died. And I've been a specter this entire time for all 206 episodes of the Waffle Box.
Well, I'm glad you could join us. But yeah, it's no fun. No fucking fun.
Oh my God. By
It's
the
it.
way, you get kicked or punched in the balls enough time. Anytime you do get into a conflict, you learn how to do this. You block with your knee immediately
Yeah.
because you're like, "What?
Whoop. Not again,
Not
pal.
today, Satan."
That's why there's I can't remember the comedian, but he was talking about like Harry's like he's worked out the definition like because a lot of people have been like, oh, what's more painful, childbirth or getting kicked in the balls? And he was like, the answer is obvious. I have many female friends that have had a child and then years later said, let's do that again.
Yeah,
So
right.
I've never met a man who's like, you know what? I could like to get punched in the balls again. That was fun.
Oh, there's a whole kink for it. There are dudes who love getting their nuts
Well, yeah, then
stomped
they
on.
stamped on by like high heels and shit. Yeah, I mean,
There's fetish videos and all that. A side tangent. When I used to work for All Pro Wrestling, when I used to work for Chick Fight, there was an intermediary called ClickRussell.com. It was supposed to be like iTunes for pro wrestling for 99 cents or however much. You can own this very specific match. And then if it gets bootlegged, well, it gets bootlegged, whatever. Um, Cheerleader Melissa, I'm sure you remember that name. She was working
I
a
do.
Gym Wars one night. I forget who she was working, but she kicked that son of a bitch right in the nards. And it was their most successful clip ever. Like miles past Brian Danielson and Nigel McGuinness.
Sickos. Anyway, do you want to know how fast Gabriel Wall ran 100 meters
Oh, fuck
barefoot
yeah.
across Lego?
We started this off with
We went
barefoot
way off on
Lego
a tangent.
racing. Yes, please.
She completed the challenge in
She.
okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize this was a
She.
she this entire time. Oh,
This
he.
is not Archangel Gabriel. This is female Gabriel. Okay, fastest 100-meter dash. Okay. So Usain Bolt currently still holds the world record for the 100-meter dash.
Sure.
As it like, I don't know why it's called the 100-meter dash. It's not, well, it's not gonna be a 100-meter stroll, is it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. In 9.58 seconds. 9.58 seconds, Usain Bolt, poof, ran 100 meters.
Okay. Okay, that's Usain Bolt. Gotcha.
Let's
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
put this in context. I think with that context, this is incredibly impressive. 9.58 seconds, Usain Bolt, with all the gear, all the professional gear, all the training, fastest man in the world, 9.58 seconds, 100 meters.
Mm-hmm.
This woman, barefoot, on a trek of Lego bricks,
It hurts just thinking about it.
24.75 seconds. That
Goddamn
is
amazing.
incredibly fast.
Goddamn amazing.
Right?
And at any point, she could have just turned to the left or the right. Like, I cannot do this. But wow.
Like, this is
20
one of the very few occasions where, like, don't get me wrong, this is definitely classified as a dumb world record, because why the fuck would you put yourself through this?
This is definitely
But-
some sadomasochistic shit.
But hats off. 100 meters on Lego bricks barefoot in less than 25 seconds?
Oh my God.
That's 4 meters a second. That's fast as fuck.
I got to imagine, like, just late at night, she's got one of those cheese graters and she's just polishing up her foot, the bottom of her feet. Like, that's the only way I see her getting through this.
So
But then again, the one of the reserve questions we always have is how many times did she do this before she called Guinness?
yeah, true. Imagine the calluses on her feet. Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Cheese grater.
She did explain that it was one of the items on the bucket list she wrote after she suffered a health scare in 2022.
Oh, bitch, get a better list. God damn.
I was gonna say, like,
Some people just go to Paris too. Like, what the fuck? Just, God damn it.
if you're not familiar with the phrase bucket list is there is a term of like when you die, oh, you kick the bucket. Therefore, the bucket list is things you want to achieve before you die. Why did the fucking 100-meter dash across Lego barefoot cross this woman's mind? How specific was her bucket list? Was it like 3,000 items on it where she was like just dragging this shit? Okay, I don't lie.
I want to gargle razor blades.
I would like to hop whilst walking a dog left foot. I would like a very specific, like, what the fuck? Just do 10 or 20. It's fine. But I guess congratulations to Gabrielle Wall for breaking the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to run across 100 meters of Lego barefoot.
I'm terrified to see what her sex toys look like.
It's like a cactus.
Probably.
She enjoys pain. She 100% has asked a partner to pour candle wax over her. 100%. What?
That shit doesn't hurt.
Oh, okay. Anyway, let's take a pause for the cause and pay some bills. Still to come, we got this week's celebrity birthday Blackjack. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. Kush is gonna review a movie and his review and feel good story, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Stick around if you would. We'll be right back after this very short commercial break.
Hey Ted, what's up?
Staples actually sells staples.
Whoa. Where are you going?
Dicks.
Place your bets. It's now time for birthday blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Yes, welcome back to episode 206. That's a lot of episodes. The Waffle Box is now time for Celebrity Birthday Blackjack. If you've never played the game before, it's just nice and simple. I'm going to list 5 celebrities that celebrate their birth on the day of the release of this podcast, which is September 17th. And you at home and Kush playing along has to guess how old the celebrity is today. How the scoring works is it works on your margin of error. So if you guess 52 and the celebrity is 56, you're 4 points out or 4 years out, so you get 4 points. And the overall aim of the game is to stay between 21 and below, hence why we call it Birthday Blackjack. 2025's record, Kush, is 10 and 14. Not bad. Respectable.
Not bad. Could be worse. Or could be better. Could be much better. Could be better.
Could be worse. But we've got a doozy. We've got a nice variety of celebrities. That's what I like about this week. We've got a nice variety of celebrities. So we're going to test your knowledge. Also, by the way, if you are playing along at home, if you are able to guess the celebrity's age exactly,
Perfect.
you do get to deduct 5 from your score. Are you ready, Kush?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm built backwards. My feet smell and my nose runs.
Anyway, let's go.
Number 1.
Star of Orange is the New Black and Peacemaker, Danielle Brooks. How is Danielle Brooks today?
That's the that's the woman who plays Adebayo.
Sure.
She's the black lady.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna think she's 31.
31?
I might be off on that one, but at 31, I'm saying. Oh, delightful and Peacemaker. I'm really enjoying second season.
Oh, I haven't even started it yet. Is it good? Yeah.
4 episodes in, yeah, man, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, check it out.
It continues to be fun.
Marvelous. All right, your guess was 31. Danielle Brooks is actually 36.
Okay.
So you start off with a score of 5, but not too bad.
Not bad. We've had worse starts. We've had way worse starts.
Indeed, you have.
Number 2.
Celebrity number 2 is Jamaican bobsled legend Yul Brynner, aka the Malik Yoba. How is Malik Yoba?
Oh, so the actual actor, not
The actor that played
Bob
Yul
Slater.
Brynner. No, the actor that played Yul Brynner in Cool Runnings, in one of the greatest movies of all time.
That's a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Fun fact is, I paid to see Cool Runnings, and then I snuck in to see RoboCop 3.
Just
and
the
I
facts,
wanted
man.
to ask for my money back.
Marvelous.
Malik Yorba, oh geez, so that dude was already like 25 in 1994. He was on obviously in Cool Runnings. He was on New York Undercover, I want to say. I'm just stalling here, obviously. I'm gonna say he's 58. 58.
58?
58.
Perfect.
Oh! Congratulations, Mr. Yul Brynner, aka Malik Yoba. Happy birthday. You are 58 today, which takes your score down to 0. Net 0. Fantastic.
Oh my god, we haven't had a good start like that in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. The only best start we've had is when I got it on the first try, and we started off with -5.
Yes.
I think we one time went with -15. Anyway, on to number 3.
Number 3.
Australian director and sunscreen advocate, Mr. Baz Luhrmann.
Oh.
By the way, if you haven't, it's like 90s. Baz Luhrmann released a song called Sunscreen. Still stands up. It's basically like
a
a
high school graduation speech.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
It's a good song. It might make you a little bit like.
It's not even really a song. There's
it's just good advice.
There's an instrumental playing behind this speech, performed by another woman entirely. By the way, I heard it the year after I graduated high school, and shed a tear.
It's
pretty good. It's pretty
and trust me, now I've hit my 40s, it hits home even more.
Well, and as a redhead, I definitely need plenty of sunscreen when I'm outside.
Indeed.
Anyway,
how old is this Australian bastard?
Directed the Elvis movie.
Did he do also Romeo and Juliet?
He did Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, he did Moulin Rouge, which I did not see. But
great soundtrack, by the way.
Really? Okay, no, I wouldn't know. No, I just haven't gone back to see it. Like, I'm way past that. Like, I don't see musicals. Anyway, guy knows. The guy's got a fuck set of eyes, dude. When he makes
fuck set of eyes.
A fucking set of eyes. Like, Elvis, not a great movie. Visually amazing. Romeo and Juliet, not a great movie. Fantastic fucking premise. Very interesting, unique idea. Quit stalling Kush because this man is 63? You might be old.
Perfect.
Oh, shit!
Baz Luhrmann is indeed 63. Are you cheating? That's what the people at home are wondering, but whatever.
You got me doing Ultimate Warrior air push-ups here.
Oh, the Aztec warriors coming to me through my veins and all that shit he used to do. Yes, Baz Luhrmann is 63 today. Happy birthday, Baz Luhrmann. Which takes your score to -5, which makes me giddy inside because I cannot wait for you to somehow fuck this up. So let me number 4.
Number 4.
Jake from State Farm's BFF, and apparently he also plays football, Mr. Patrick Mahomes. How old is Patrick Mahomes today? Happy birthday, Patrick Mahomes.
And
Mahomes and Auto, as they say in the commercial.
Fun. What team is he on? I'm sorry, I don't know that.
He's the Chiefs. The Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. They are not having a good season so
like,
far.
he's like one of his, like, not wide receiver. He's what's the other? It's the
he's not
position.
Kelsey's the quarterback. So yeah, I don't know.
Kelsey's not the quarterback. Jason.
No. Oh.
Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback.
Okay. Well, there you go.
He's the Travis Kelce's tight end, I think. Tight end. I don't know.
Just
Either way,
online.
he's getting married to Taylor Swift, and good for him.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. It's weird that everyone has an opinion on it. Anyways, but we're talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
How long has he been on the Chiefs, or just in football in general? Professional football, not college.
I don't fucking know. That's cheating.
Okay, well, honest answer. Well, I'm trying to fucking
because
you
know what typically when people graduate from college, then you could be able to work it out. You're already at -5.
That's the point.
Stop trying to get an unfair advantage.
No, I'm trying to get an advantage. Anyway, I'm gonna say Mr. Patrick Mahomes is 34.
34.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes is turning a big 3-0. He's turning a 30, dirty 30, floaty 30 Patrick Mahomes, which means you're 4 years out, which takes you up to -1. Ooh. Can you be 22 out on this next one?
Oh my God.
Really, who knows?
Number 5.
Celebrity number 5. Rapper, producer, and quote, human beatbox. It's happy birthday, Mr. Dougie Fresh. Oh, it's Dougie Fresh today. Happy
Dougie
birthday,
Fresh on
Dougie Fresh.
On. I know. Dougie Fresh. Wow. The Dougie Fresh was probably 25 in 1989.
How could you know that?
Because I was listening to Dougie Fresh in 1989.
And you had to look up. Oh, he's 25. Look at him. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm generalizing there, but I've been listening to. I just did a little. Anyway, shut up. Dougie Fresh, 59. I think I might be being conservative on that one.
Well, Kush, you can go fuck yourself because Dougie Fresh is
perfect.
59 years old, which means for the first time in I don't know how long we've been doing this at this point, but in the first time in celebrity birthday blackjack history, not only have you won, but you have finished on a score of -6, which means, sir,
I think that's,
you are a winner.
I think that is my best score. Holy shit.
You win.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever finished in a negative before. That's free.
I think the best I've ever did was like 1.
3 perfect scores. Check you the fuck
We've
out.
done 3 perfect scores before.
Have we?
But to end in a negative, that is a first. Yeah, there was one time where again, like I got 3 perfects in a row, and then I just like, not to use a football parlance, but fumbled the ball at the 1-yard line.
This is where if I still had the piece of paper, this would have been the perfect time to bring up that week that we missed, and I still had the things because it's added on. You still had 1. But never mind. Anyway,
hey, it feels
let us know your score at
good.
home. I'm pretty sure you didn't beat Kush because Kush fucking aced it this week.
Ah, goddamn. Yeah.
But let us know in the comment section below the YouTube
know.
video, or if you want to hit us up on Twitter at WaffleBox, WafflePod on Blue Sky, enjoywafflebox@gmail.com. Of course, go to
the worst thing about
enjoywafflebox.com.
making it rain, you still got to pick up all this goddamn money.
Well, that's why you make it rain on the hose, because then the hose will pick it up for you.
I don't want them touching my money.
Well, don't fucking throw it at them then. What do you want from me here? Anyway.
Just tell me
Kush,
you love me, Mike.
Focus. It's now time to hand the reins of the show over to you, because it's now time for Kush to review a movie in a segment that we like to call Kush's Movie Review.
I gotta put my readers on for this one.
Kush's Movie Review.
This week's Kush's Movie Review is Downton Abbey, the grand finale, a historical drama directed by Simon Curtis and starring a bunch of stuck-up posh cunts that spent 124 minutes awkwardly interacting with one another, saying, sorry, Would you mind? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. After you. Would you mind? Oh, I insist
Us,
after you.
us, I saw it this
Awfully,
weekend.
awfully sorry. And then they all fuck each other.
That does not happen.
Oh, that was close.
You were very close all the way up until the part where they all fuck each other.
What's this movie about, Kush? As I
We're
grab
talking.
my Trader Joe's movie popcorn.
There you go. Oh, not a sponsor.
No, it's
We're talking Downton Abbey, Part 3, the grand finale. It's rated PG. We rarely ever get to a PG movie, so that was kind of exciting. And as you
hard
said,
R.
it's normally a hard R. Sometimes it is a very violent PG-13. It's been maybe a decade since I've seen anything that was G rated. But it's been a while since we saw anything PG. Anyways, as you mentioned, this is directed by Simon Curtis, and he does a lot of British posh stuff, but he most recently directed Downton Abbey too. And this is written by the actual series creator, Julian Fellows. I believe he's credited to all three movies, but he definitely created the TV series. I've never seen the TV series, not one episode. I've seen all three movies now. Including this one, they're only okay. They got more cast members than a Marvel Comics movie. Yeah, maybe one or two guys look similar, but I'm pretty able to follow the story. I may not remember certain details or a certain character, but I can follow things here. Uh, Again, because this is such an ensemble, we ain't gonna mention everybody, but this does star Michelle Dockery as Lady Mary, and she was in Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman, which is actually kind of funny that she went from Downton Abbey to The Gentleman, and then she was in Mel Gibson's Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg at the top of the year. We had a really good time with that one. That was a lot of fun. Hugh Bonneville plays Lord Grantham, and he's in the entire Paddington trio as Mr. Brown.
Oh.
Paddington trio warms the goddamn soul, dude. Like, just if you haven't seen that, go out of your way to see it. It was kind of a joke in that Nicolas Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Being, or whatever. Very, very long name, but the Nick Cage movie. I think everyone knows what I say. And the joke in that was like Paddington 2 is the greatest movie ever. That one's at least in the top 5 of greatest movies ever. Anyways, Jim Carter plays the stuffy butler, Mr. Carson. Paul Giamatti makes a return from a cameo he actually made in the TV series. I had to look this up. And plays Harold Levinson. I believe he's the brother of Hugh Bonneville's wife, whose name I did not write down because who gives a shit. And then Alessandro Nevola plays the con artist Gus Sandbrook. If you don't recognize that name, but you're like, I know that fucking face. Well, he played Pollux Troy in John Woo's Face Off. He was John Travolta's brother. Or he was Castor Troy's brother, I should say, in case that's. And then he was in the Sopranos prequel movie.
Oh, I hate that movie.
It's not a popular movie. I was just like, yeah, felt like this. Felt like the prequel to The Sopranos. Whatever. So again, I've never seen one episode of Downton Abbey, regardless of what I think of these movies, and I like them for the most part. None of them made me like, I need to see Downton Abbey, the TV show now. The furthest I've gotten is just looking up Wikipedia stuff and just like, oh wow, that happened. And then they time jumped to that. Oh wow. And then they time jumped to that, and then it was a World War One nursing station. Okay, weird. Then they jumped to that. Anyway, the common theme in these movies is Downton Abbey's having money problems. In the first movie, the King of England, I think it was the King of England. I'm very sorry, Mike. This is post World War One times. This movie takes place in 1930. I forget what time the first movie is supposed to take place in, but
King George?
His Royal Majesty of England is coming to Downton Abbey, and they have to pay for everything, including the royal wait staff. And the house staff of Downton Abbey is like, hey, what the fuck? We want to serve the King of England. Why can't we serve him tea and crumpets? I've never
Naturally.
seen and the royal staff is just like, just go to take the day off. Go to the parade. Everyone loves a parade. I've never seen people so indignant about having a day off from uh,
He might
indentured
tip well.
servitude.
He might tip well.
I doubt there are any tips in this timeline. Um, the second movie, again, little this happens, little that happens. There's still money problems. Um, and in a world where there is that movie Babylon with Margot Robbie, where Downton Abbey was the better of those two movies, based on the fact that we're talking about taking silent movies and transitioning into talkies, full audio motion pictures. Both of those movies have the same plot. For some reason, Downton Abbey 2 was the better movie, which is wild to me. This one, again, they're going through financial problems. Hugh Bonneville, he's coming to terms with having to retire as Lord of the Manor and passing the duties on to Michelle Doherty, Lady Mary. And while he knows she can do it, he's just like, I can't really release this power. Also, Mr. Carson, who this fool was retired in the first movie, came out of retirement for the crown, and then for some reason was just hanging out in part two, which I still didn't understand. And then it's still somehow on this, that, and he's like, well, I guess I'm going to retire again, but I just don't know if I can retire again. Weird parallels. Paul Giamatti is being swindled by Alessandro Nivola because it's 1930 and there's no internet and there's no way to really fact check anybody. And when someone says like, "I know a thing that's gonna," it's a surefire thing, and we're gonna make money. We're gonna triple our investment, Mike Fish. Oh,
I like
he's
those
wrong
numbers.
about everything. They talk about the market crash, and he was like, "No, he pulled our money out of the stocks just before the market crashed. Like he saved us millions of dollars." And then turns out, actually, no, he's a big old con artist, and he ends up banging Lady Mary. By the way, Lady Mary in the first two movies and most of the series was married. I don't remember who her husband was. Nowhere to be seen in this film. I don't know if the gentleman actually died, the actor died, or if there was a contract dispute or whatever. But in addition to Downton Abbey having financial issues, the theme of divorce is a big subject here because it's 1930 Leeds, England. Uh, Lady Mary's divorce is quite scandalous to the point where the Queen is actually going to come to a party, and Lady Mary's like, she's asked to leave. She's like, yeah, bitch, we can't have your kind here. You got
Damn.
you're now divorced, and you're wearing this red gown, bitch. You're a whore. Get out. We can't have the Queen seeing you. And then she ends up banging Gus Sambrook, the con artist. Um, this movie was only okay. It's fine. Again, it's got a very big cast. I had no problem following who is who. At one point, I don't know if it was the executive maid or the aunt or whoever, but at some point, one woman goes like, "I know who you are, con artist, blah blah blah. And if you even fucking think about fucking with my family anymore, I'm gonna tell everybody about you." And then he just leaves. And then there's still like 25 minutes of movie left. And I was like, oh, well, that was wildly anticlimactic. You just
Yeah.
just gave him a finger wagging, and the man just left. All right, I guess.
And then
Um,
just killed a bunch of time for the last 25 minutes.
and then killed a bunch of time for the last 25 minutes. Like I said, this was written by Julian Fellows, the series creator. Uh, Maybe this man is only used to writing stories in 10-hour chunks, but it did feel like we rushed through a lot in 2 hours and 3 minutes. But yes, I, I still kind of felt the length of the movie. I don't know that I would cut anything out because again, it's that big of a movie. Um, I think fans of Downton Abbey will like this. I'm not 100% sure, but I still do remember going to see the sneak preview of the very first movie, and it felt like an event. Again, having never seen any of these episodes, like there was a buzz in the crowd. People were talking about like, this is my favorite episode. And that's my favorite. Said, oh fuck that bitch. I hated her when she did this and that series. Like it kind of felt like, oh, this is what happens when Star Trek gets resurrected again. Like this again. This felt like an event. Unlike this movie, that just felt like a movie where half the cast is wearing tiaras and ball gowns at 4 in the afternoon. Um,
What else would
I
be weird?
if you love Downton Abbey, sure, go ahead and see it. Do you need to see it in on the big screen? If that's your prerogative, but I think you can wait. This is a Focus Features film, which is a Comcast company, so that means it'll be on Peacock in like 6 weeks. Um, I wish I could give it a better score, but it's not a better movie, so it is just a mid 3 out of 5 for me.
And you go Downton Abbey, the grand finale, 3 out of 5. Quick question though, I do have to ask.
Sure,
I
buddy.
feel.
Yeah, why not?
So
If I have an answer,
if you've never ever watched an episode of Downton Abbey,
hmm
what about when the original Downton Abbey movie came out made you go, I need to spend actual currency to see
Well,
this movie?
I've been a part of movie programs for a while now. So when I saw the first Downton Abbey at the AMC Metreon in San Francisco, I was part of AMC A-List. Saw it on the Dolby screen, which I think is still the best screen in San Francisco, and it didn't cost me anything extra. Like I paid $20 for the month. I'd probably already seen 4 movies that month already, so this paid for itself. And the main priority of it was to get a review out before the movie came out. I was like when we do the reviews here on the Waffle Box, it's usually over a week after the movie has already come out. And I see other YouTube channels doing even later, and that doesn't seem to affect them. Sometimes people are just like frothing for that late review. I wanted to get an early review in, and that is why I went to go see Downton Abbey Part 1 when I did. And then I saw Part 2, and I was like, well, I'm going to win Son of the Year, and I'm going to take Mama Hayes to see it. She enjoyed it. I don't think she remembers a damn thing about it. But this one, I was just like, well, might as well complete the trilogy. It was this or Spinal Tap Part 2, which no,
Yes. Yes.
no.
Yes.
Then you can do a review of Spinal Tap 2. I refuse to
Fucking
see
will.
it.
I cannot wait to see that movie.
I was in Portland, Oregon, and saw a re-release of Spinal Tap 1. That's a fun movie.
It is
Spinal
a fun
Tap 2
movie.
looks like dog shit.
Hush. Hush, baby bird.
I will not.
It's gonna be just like I feel it's gonna be in the same vein as for example, Bill and Ted 3,
Three.
4.
There's a 3.
What was the last one? 3?
Face the Music, Part 3.
Yeah, and other such where it's like people just like, there's cinematography and blah 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 blah. I said, dude, it's a Bill and Ted fucking movie. What do you expect? It was perfect for a Bill and Ted movie. This
It
is
was
what.
not. Bill and
Oh
Ted
come
3
on!
sucked.
It was perfect. It was stupid. It had enough callbacks and blah. Blah. Anyway,
I don't need a call. I don't want callbacks to my movie. I want the goddamn movie, and I want a good movie. I don't want a movie to lean on callbacks, which Bill and Ted 3 did, which I knew that they were going to do.
so it falls on you, Kush. Falls on you.
They should listen to me more than I might have made a better Bill and Ted, or I
I'm just
might have
saying.
made something better. That
All
wasn't
I'm
Bill and
saying,
Ted.
art is subjective, so I'm not going to judge anyone for their point of views. But if you go to see Spinal Tap, and I'm not. Okay, if you don't want to watch it, fine. That's absolutely fair. I respect your opinion. But what I'm just trying to get ahead of myself for is the people who watched Spinal Tap 1, which came out 40 years ago.
41 years ago.
41 years ago, I stand
Yeah.
corrected. And then I just know what's going to happen. They're going to see a sequel, and they're going to be like, meh. It's not that great. Oh, it's just a bunch of callbacks. It's blah, blah, blah. Dude, it was a sequel from 41. Like, what did you expect when you watched it? Like, I'm judging you more. No, yes, but just don't. You don't have to watch the movie.
I know, and I'm not going to.
No, no, and I'm not judging you. I respect you because you said you're not going to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, I know there are going to be people that do watch it and then try to do this whole, but this, how is this, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's the exact movie you expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up. If you didn't want to watch it, don't watch it.
No, I won't.
Which I respect that you're not going to do it. So hats off to you, sir.
Copy. In regards to Spinal Tap 2, one, they did a Spinal Tap Part 2 back in the 90s, and that shit wasn't good then. There was a New Year's Eve special. That shit was not funny at all, and I was a big tap head at that time. Shit was not funny. So for them to go do this was already irritating just by word. They showed clips of Spinal Tap 2 with the re-release because it was a Fathoms event, so every Fathom event is a commercial for something else. That commercial was Spinal Tap 2 featuring Spinal Tap. And the scene they showed, I was like, no, this isn't funny. However, if you absolutely need to see some brand new Spinal Tap, go on YouTube. Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, just watch interviews.
Week,
yes.
They did a performance of Big Bottom with a gentleman named Thundercat who was on the double-headed guitar. And that was fantastic. So if you absolutely need some Spinal Tap in your life, modern Spinal Tap with a retro feel, go to YouTube, go to Jimmy Kimmel Live, Big Bottom. Still a great song. Big Bottom.
Got me out of my mind.
Talk about mud flaps, my girl's got 'em.
Big Bottom.
Got me out of my mind. How can I leave this behind?
Oh. But yeah, just watch their interview, their press junkets, their interviews before the movie. Their ad-libbing is still on point for the fact that they are about 124 years old at this point.
I would say the best, newest Spinal Tap we've gotten since the original movie was their cameo on The Simpsons.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Springwood. Springfield. We were driving down Route 147. That's 3 blocks from my house.
Woo!
If production had allowed it, you would see this Satan in its glory, but it's half. Anyway,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
The bourbon's getting to me as the angst for Spinal Tap,
and the bassist from Spinal Tap is also does several voices of the Simpsons as well. That's a fun fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Harry Sure.
I am sure.
Yeah, that's Nigel Tufnell. Is that Nigel?
Nigel Tufnell, yes. Nigel Tufnell is in The Simpsons, or voice actor for The Simpsons.
Yeah, no, is that the guy with the mustache?
The bass guitarist, yes. The one with the armadillo in his trousers.
Yes. And the cucumber.
Yes. Wrapped in
Still a funny scene.
Anyway, let's wrap this show up in a nice cotton ball, cotton candy, cucumber wrapped in tinfoil, shoved down my pants, feeling kind of good. Yeah, it's now time for this week's feel-good story of the week.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
If I had to name this episode, it would be Tangent Central.
This isn't any different than any other episode where one or both of us have been drinking a little more than they should have. I will take the hit on that one because I think you've been pretty tame tonight. I think you've been pretty tame.
I was like 5 deep before we hit record. So yeah.
Oh, did you? Well, then it's business as usual, baby. Give us some good news, Mike Fish.
Yeah, this week's feel good story comes to us from Columbia Heights, Minnesota.
Okay.
Where Pizza Man, which is a name of the door, Pizza Man owner Chris Kostad moved by people, but he found he found people searching his dumpsters for food. To which he offered free small cheese pizzas to people who were hungry via a July 29th Facebook post. Customers can call, and pizzas are left outside discreetly. So
Interesting.
The initiative raised over $4,000, supported by local businesses, aiding nearly 100 people, including large families. Donations went to Southern Anoka Community Assistance, which saw a 52% surge in aid requests since 2020. The pizza shop owner, Chris Kolstad, said, never food insecure himself. What? That makes it. Kolstad, never food insecure himself. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, that's a weird sentence.
Yeah, basically said, I can't watch someone starve. So shout out to Chris Kolstad for seeing people scavenging in his garbage and thinking they deserve a fresh pizza.
Yeah. I used to work at a Crunch Fitness, and
what do they do to the hungry?
Well, so next door was a Greek, not necessarily a pizzeria, but just a Greek little stand restaurant. You couldn't. It was very takeout before the pandemic. Like you could order something, but you couldn't sit there and eat it. So, anyways, a bunch of food would get ordered. It wouldn't get picked up or whatever. And so every night, these two guys would come in and just bring a bunch of bags, and some of the trainers would eat it, and I would indulge in some, but it's just so fucking heavy. I could never finish everything. And I definitely couldn't finish everything. Like, we're talking like 2 bags here. Sometimes the trainers didn't want anything. And once I closed the shop, I would take those bags and I would find the residents of the urban San Francisco and just be like, hey man, I'm sorry it's cold, but it's better than nothing if you want. You know, that was all I could do. Sometimes they were awake, sometimes they were asleep. But yeah, like this is a good story, Mike Fish, and I'm grateful that you shared it with us.
Welcome. What you were saying remind me of, so I work at a restaurant, and like you said, people. So I happened to pick up the phone, and someone said, "Hey, can I order takeout, please?" I said, "Absolutely. What can I get for you?" And they placed an order. And I said, would that be all? And they said, yes. I said, perfect. What's the name for the order? They said, Dave. I don't know what the fuck I said. And I was like, oh, hey, can I take credit card information, please? And they were like, what? No, it's okay. I'm going to pay by cash when I get there. And I said, no. I said,
Smart.
I'm one of the managers here. I'll take the credit card information. If you want to pay by cash, I will void the credit card transaction, but I want to take a credit card right now.
Smart.
Like, why? I was like, well,
explain why.
What happens is something just, I'm not saying you're going to do this, but we've had instances where people will place a large order and not fucking turn up, and then we waste food. I didn't say fucking on the phone, but you know what I mean.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying.
I understand.
So, I apologize. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but it's now a thing where we take credit card information over the phone for every order. What's your credit card information? Hang up. You motherfucker.
No, you were smart to do that. I only worked in one restaurant my entire life. I worked at a Boston market my junior year of high school, 3 to 5 months. I wasn't there very long. I started off as a dishwasher and then somehow failed upward to cook. So I'm cooking the macaroni and cheese, the spinach. I'm making gravy. I'm doing a lot of shit that I have no business doing. Also, I'm 17 and I don't know anything. But occasionally I'd be like, well, yesterday I made 6 chicken pot pies and sold 6 chicken pot pies, so I should make 6 more chicken pot pies tonight, and then we would only sell one of them. So at the end of the night, I'd be like, hey guys, who wants a chicken pot pie? And a couple of guys would be like, I do. Apparently, I was stealing by giving this food away. They literally want you to weigh it out and then throw it in the trash. And I was like, well, could I weigh it out and then give it back to Gary? No, you have to throw it away. Otherwise, it's stealing. I was like, but you literally having me throw it out. It's a waste. Like, I'm sorry I wasted the resource, but you have me wasting this now. Like, Gary's gonna eat it.
Either way, this is not earning money for your company. So why don't we just feed someone?
Well, yeah, like tomorrow, I'm sorry, maybe I'll make guys tomorrow, but like for you to tell me to throw this out, it's don't go full retard.
Never go full
Before
retard.
that was a thing. All right, like this is dumb, but they put their foot down, and then it didn't matter. I didn't work there past May, so
You mentioned. Let's wrap up the show. You started for dishwasher. Do you know what?
I wanted to be away from the public. I was like, I don't want to do any customer
what?
service. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just let me wash dishes and be alone.
I'm happy with my job. I'm happy with my career.
Nice.
But you know what? There are sometimes when members of the public are too stressful for me. Like too. I'll walk to the back of the kitchen and I'll just see the fucking dishwasher guy rocking. He's got his AirPods in. He don't give a fuck. He's just washing. Like,
just
I'm
living,
so jealous
living
of
his
you.
life. Yeah.
Just living his life washing fucking dishes. But alas.
No, just his only goal in life is just to get these dishes clean, and he's doing
So
that.
he can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Large to be simple. Anyway, that wraps up this week's Waffle Box. If you haven't already done, it was a fun show. What are we going to tell the people to do? We are going to, as I scramble for my notes, I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. It's called Mark My Life. It's called Kush, was you aware that there is a really good podcast called Reflections on Quantum Leap? There we go. Jesus
I've heard of that.
Yeah, starring a guy, two English guys, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I believe their names is James Marshall and Troy Anthony Grant.
Yeah, neither of them are called Mike Fish, you selfish bastard. And an American. Well, they're selfish. You know, they dared.
Well, you guys don't know each other.
Dare try to steal my American away from me, you motherfuckers.
There's plenty of America to go around here, guys. Let's not all fight. Plenty of America to go around here.
But anyway, go. I don't know where is Quantum Leap streaming. I'm sure you can stream it somewhere.
It's definitely on Spotify. I know that much.
No, not the
sure
podcast. I'm talking about the show itself.
Oh, what do you mean?
Can people now, on September 17th, 2025, watch episode 1, season 1 of Quantum Leap?
Oh, you can see it on the Peacock app if you're in the United States. I spent $25 and bought the entire series on
look
iTunes.
at you. I missed that big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
So that's how I'm catching up. I'm watching everything through my iTunes account.
Anywho, so I highly recommend go watch season 1 episode of Quantum Leap on Peacock, and then go to Spotify or whatever podcast machines that you go to, search Reflections on Quantum Leap, and listen to this motherfucker.
Thanks, big guy.
Talk about Quantum Leap with two inferior English people.
I think you would really like Troy Anthony Grant. He actually works with TNA Impact, and he's starting to promote shows in the local area over there. I think you two would click a lot.
Perhaps
James is a cool dude too. I don't know what your personalities are, but again, like you and Troy actually have like a commonality.
We'll see. But for those that are listening to the audio version, anyway, let's wrap up this. So yeah, check that out on Spotify. Go to enjoywafflebox.com, how you can support the show and subscribe and tell your friends and make us rich and famous. But until next week, take care of yourselves and each other.
Hugs and kisses, baby. Oh, rest in peace, Dana Nashibi.
That's all, folks.
Pay me off, Johnny.